We've talked about indirect object pronouns, we've talked about direct object pronouns, and now we're going to put them together and call them double object pronouns. So to quickly recap, our direct object pronouns are me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, and las. Direct object pronouns receive the actions of a verb. In this example, I read the book. The book would be the direct object because it is the thing that is read, so you can replace the book with it. Your indirect object pronouns are me, te, le, nos, os, and les. An indirect object pronoun tells for whom or what something is done. In this sentence, I gave the book to Jose. You can replace Jose with an indirect object pronoun like him. When you put these two together, in the case of double object pronouns, you always put the indirect object first before the direct object. So in any sentence, you just need to remember I-O-D-O. Since we're on a book theme, we'll ask a very important question. ¿Quién me va a dar el libro? Who is going to give me the book? So when I'm formulating my statement or the answer to the question of who is going to give me the book, first I need to think about three important things. One, who is going to actually be doing the action? So, action. Who is going to be the receiver of said action? So, action received. And third, what is being received? Let's go back to Jose, and we're going to pretend that Jose has my book and he's going to give it back to me. So Jose will be doing the action here. So that means we're going to have to conjugate our verb for Jose. Who is receiving the book? That would be me. And the what is the book. So when I have a conjugated verb here, I don't need a direct object pronoun or indirect object pronoun for Jose because I need to say that he's the one that's going to be doing the action. I am going to need a pronoun for me. And in this case, I'm the person that's receiving the action, so I use the indirect object pronoun. And luckily for me, it's both the same, it's just me. And the book is the direct object here, and so book is el libro, so we're just going to use lo. So when constructing my sentence about who will give me the book and I'm talking to myself, I'm going to say first the person who's going to do the action, Jose. Then my indirect object, me, I'm receiving the action, me. The direct object, the book, lo. And then my verb conjugated for Jose. Jose me lo dará. And of course, there's some funny rules. So when an indirect object is le or les and comes before a direct object pronoun that is lo, la, los, or las, you're going to change the indirect object pronoun to se. When you're using a lot of los and lays and las and lo, etc., when you have to replace a lo or a lay with a se, be sure to use names for clarification, or usted or ustedes if that's what you're talking to. If you guys recall back to a while ago when we were talking about commands and we added some direct objects or indirect object pronouns to a command but not together, we had to add an accent when we attached a pronoun. So if you wanted to say, bring me something, you would say, you'd use traer, You put in the LA usted form. Try lo, for example. Bring it. And you had to count back 3 syllables. Tráelo. But now, if you want to say bring it to me, you're going to say tráemelo. And now you're going to technically count back 4 to help keep the accent on the same place.